Hi, my name is Dr. Andrea Renee, and I am an acupuncturist, a doctor of acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine, which means I not only practice acupuncture, but I am also an herbalist, and I have extensive education in lifestyle, nutritional counseling, diet therapy, in addition to herbal medicine, as well as yoga and qigong as methods of self-care exercise. So I've been a yoga instructor since 2007, teaching yoga and meditation. And I also was a personal trainer at a Curves gym for 6 years, where I taught their weight management program, which is all about balancing lifestyle balancing lifestyle with work and responsibilities, how we show up for ourselves and our self care with proper exercise and diet, but most of all, stress management. I say most of all because that's one of the caveats that can be missed. And I'm going to tell you why. I made this video for you today because I want to share my clinical experience as a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine in Los Angeles, California. I've been working with clients and patients since 2007. So it's been over 14 years for me. And this is what I have seen. And I really want to help you life hack how to have a lifestyle that promotes your wellness, that prevents disease, not only, but also allows you to operate at peak performance. So you don't just have to survive, you can actually thrive. That's our goal here with a lifestyle that promotes wellness. So you don't have to be at risk for disease. You don't have to be frightened or afraid. We can become empowered and realize we're at possibility here to discover the handbook to this miracle body that we are living in. We have millions of years of evolution of our immune system that protects us from all pathogens that existed long before and will continue long after the shelf life of any other interventions, such as vaccine or medications or surgery. Your body has more tools than just those interventions that have become so popular and primary. And they can make us feel that we're victims dependent on the outside intervention and care of others. However, you have a miracle body with its own self-healing regulating mechanisms, and you can get the handbook to your body so that you can become your own medicine. You can treat yourself every day with your lifestyle, which is why I'm sitting here with my own kitchen, because health starts in the home. We grow our own disease as well as we grow our own health. So we decide with our lifestyle, with our nutrition, with how we live in our home, whether we are growing health challenges and problems or health solutions and our peak performance and well-being. So I'm my own first number one patient, we could say. I'm a chronic pain patient. I had a very severe life-threatening car accident in 1994 when I was 21 years old. So I could have lived at risk and afraid of every birthday that I encountered. I used to be very stressed out in chronic pain. I had negative side effects from medications that I took for that pain, and the trajectory of having multiple surgeries. Joint replacement surgeries have a limited shelf life. So if you're 21 years old, like some of my patients I work with, once I got, further along in life in the decades, I could have had 10 to 13 surgeries. Some of my patients in their 70s from orthopedic trauma injury have had that many surgeries to repair and replace joints. So that didn't sound attractive to me. And also, every pound of extra weight that I had, just looking at your lower back, if you have simply 1 inch of extra fat on your abdomen, putting pressure on your lower back, it's equivalent to 80 to 100 pounds of pressure on your lower back every inch we have around our waist, you see. So it was very imperative for me to learn how to take care of myself to maintain a healthy weight, because every extra inch, every extra pound I have really creates more pain for me. So when I found myself After all of my hard work, overwork, I was a jewelry designer. I had my own business. I worked very long hours for many years. After 15 years, post my accident, I was 70 pounds overweight with pretty high level pain every single day. And my quality of life was down, my energy, my mental clarity, my get up and go. And I was really concerned about what my life was going to look like. If I could feel that bad at 35, wow, how was I ever going to make it to 45, 55, 65? That really scared me straight, so to speak. So I'm here to share some of those pearls. We can really boil down disease to really three things. This is very important. This is one of the most important things for us to understand. So disease, disharmony, symptoms that show up in our body are a result fundamentally at root cause of nutritional deficiencies. So we're not getting the right nutrients in our body needs to regenerate and repair ourselves. Our body is rebuilding us. We have 32 trillion cells. They all have to be remade. Imagine your body as a construction site. If you have a skeleton crew and no wooden nails, what kind of house can your body build? Not a very good one, right? Not a very strong, resilient one. Probably not earthquake or hurricane proof, depending on where you live. That's a problem, isn't it? So if nobody's rebuilding your body and nobody has any materials to rebuild it, year after year, birthday after birthday, the nutritional deficiencies are going to start breaking you down. You're not going to be able to function properly. So nutritional deficiency is one of the root causes of all disease. In addition to toxic overload, this one's the really serious one. People say, well, I eat organic food, and I think that's great, but are you showering with toxic water, with arsenic, cyanide in it? Are you eating rice with these poisons of arsenic and cyanide in it? You know, our body, our skin is a sponge. It's more important than what we eat even or drink is what makes contact with our skin. I have had patients that have been a part of lawsuits. Talcum powder from Johnson & Johnson gave patients cancer. And there was a class action lawsuit that was settled recently for that. So if we put toxic chemicals in our makeup, our bath and beauty products, the soaps, the shampoos, the lotions, the sunscreens, many of them contain carcinogenic chemicals. And it's our responsibility to use apps like Think Dirty app to look up what are the products that we're putting on our bodies that soak through our skin into our bloodstream that are either poisoning us or keeping us healthy. So toxic overload is serious. It's not just from eating foods with pesticides or processed food with chemicals. It's also what we put on our skin, water, and all bath and beauty products. The cleaning products we have in our house can be toxic. And also when we go outside, we have some air pollution issues depending on where we live in the country that can be worse than ever. We have Roundup pesticides that are used that flow through the air. In Europe, for example, they're using corn that's grown with pesticides to be clean fuel. Isn't that a funny joke? It's not clean fuel when it's in the air, these burnt up pesticides, right? We're breathing into our lungs. There's also issues with the 5G network as well. So 5G is a very powerful electromagnetic field radiation that disrupts our own body's nervous system functioning. And that's going to become really important in just a moment because I'm going to go into that a little bit deeper for a moment. So this toxic overload and vitamin nutrient deficiency, those are two main causes of disease. That's serious. We need to get responsible, educated, empowered. We need to make informed decisions about how we live so we can grow our health and stop growing our own problems in the health department and quality of life department. And that's how we get to stress management. Because again, just like these other nutrient deficiencies that won't let our body regenerate and rebuild itself properly, and the toxic overload that also causes inflammation and causes the body to retain fat in order to quarantine these toxic chemicals to try to keep them from seeping into our inner organs and shutting them down. You see how serious toxins are? That's serious. So we need to detox and clear them out so they don't create this inflammation, which is also a result of poor digestion too, that blocks the electrical energy flow of our whole body, which is how it's related to the 5G network, actually disrupting that electrical flow. Because at the end of the day, we're an electrical battery. We're a factory of creating electrical energy. We need to charge ourselves up each day with our nutrition, and by getting the toxic chemicals out of the way with lymphatic drainage and proper hydration. We need to get all of that out of the way, or the electrical energy can't travel through our body properly to drive any of our function. It's a big job to remake 32 trillion cells and have our body as a factory operating at peak performance. We can get in the way of that with the nutrient deficiency, the toxic overload, and one of the other main culprits, stress. So inflammation is 60% the cause of all disease. I'll say that one more time. Inflammation is 60% the cause of all disease, especially the top 5 that kill us, you see. Things like heart disease, things like diabetes, obesity, you see. This is very important. We need to focus on our stress management because it shuts down our immune system, as well as shuts down our digestive function. When we're under stress, we're in fight or flight. We just make stress chemicals out of our adrenal glands. We're not making any of the other hormones that are the instructions. You can look at your hormones made by your endocrine system as generals directing the troops to go to work, to create peace and order and harmony in our body. If we're too busy making stress chemicals in our adrenal glands like cortisol, that causes that spare tire of weight around our abdomen, because again, where we collect weight is an indication of what's out of balance. If we make too much stress chemicals, we don't make enough sex hormones that balance us, drive proper function, right? Give us a peace of mind as well as energy. We don't have them. So our thyroid hormones can be off, our sex hormones can be off, our digestion can be off, our immune system can be off because we're stressed out. We haven't learned how to manage our stress. It's vitally important to do that. So these 3 things really work together. So what do we do? What do we do each day? How do we live to promote our wellness? How do we live like people in the blue zones that live over 100 years old, really healthy? You know what they do? They eat real food without pesticides and have good nutrition. And they're active and they move and they have a sense of community and they spend time in nature. Yes, it's really, really, really that simple. Let's get back to the basics. What are you putting in your body? So next to me, I have all of these bottles here and supplements, which is why I made this video to educate you about one of my favorite products by Foria. For health and well-being, for immunity. This one's called Viru Shield. Now, as a herbalist that has studied herbs, the pharmacognosy of herbs, I have also studied Western medicine, as well as when you look at the pharmacognosy of herbs, that means that we look at the phytochemicals through the lens of Western medicine. What is in these plants? What are those active phytonutrients, chemical constituents in these plants that promote health that the body responds to? And how do we make it simple, which is why I'm holding this product? How do we have one simple intervention we can do on a daily basis to get these magical plants? So all pharmaceutical medications are made from plants. We eat plants, we eat food in order to live, okay? We're made of plants. Plants are very vitally important because even just one chemical constituent they have called chlorophyll acts like red blood cells, carries oxygen through the body. Oxygen with B vitamins, B as in boy, B complex vitamins is the vital Krebs cycle that makes the electrical ATP energy that drives us, that makes me animated, able to talk and alive and breathe and do stuff. So we need chlorophyll. We need more plants in our life. We need easy ways to get the plants into our life. One of the key ingredients in here is spirulina. It's one of the master superfood green foods. We could literally live on superfood algae like spirulina and no other food. Do you think that has a high nutritional content? Do you think chlorophyll is pretty important? That it has? If we could live on it and not eat anything else, that's pretty seriously nutritious. Would you agree? So when we put things like that in our body, that's the wood and the nails our body needs to build a very strong house for us to live in our physical body. And two, if our physical body is depleted and unhealthy without vital nutrients like spirulina that's in this package here, we won't feel good in many ways because we have this mind-body connection. If the body's weak, the mind is weak, our mood is weak, our energy is weak, our mental clarity is weak. We drag ourselves like zombies through the day. That's how I used to feel like. I had to take my sheer will to get through each day, to drag myself through the day. By sheer will, by refusal to give up, not because I really felt good. I was chasing my life, dragging my way through it, not really as a leader in the front of it in the driver's seat, enjoying great quality of life, energy, mental clarity, vitality, ease. Everything felt hard to take on because I was so weak and depleted because of my health state, from taking too many toxic medications for too many years for chronic pain, also not understanding the vital importance of lifestyle and movement, and not understanding I needed to get these plants in my life, you see. So I want to save you the suffering that I went through. I want you to be in peak performance. I'm here at 48 years old. I'm not in menopause. I don't have any wrinkles, and I've never had a joint replacement surgery, even though in 1994, I was hit by a taxi cab as a pedestrian going 40 miles an hour and had a 90% chance of death. And that the average patient like me would have had multiple joint surgeries over the past 20 plus years since that time. So I want to save you. I want to help you prevent disease, and I want to help you live in peak performance. I feel healthier, more vibrant than I ever have in my life right now. And I want you to have that freedom too. I want to teach you how to become your own medicine with easy steps. Can you take this one product? Put one scoop in a smoothie. Put one scoop in a teacup to have it as tea. You can add ginger tea to it. You can add a little honey to it. You can put these wonderful health promoting chemicals from these herbs into your body and enjoy great health. So besides the spirulina, it also has one of the most powerful natural antibiotic, antiviral herbs in it called oregano oil. Very, very effective for any type of microbial infections, which is what viruses are, bacteria is. And that can be corrected with something like a wonderful natural antibiotic herb like oregano oil. There's also a really amazing mushroom in here called chaga. It's one of the most masterful immune boosting herbs, very, very high in antioxidants. It puts coffee to shame, blueberries to shame. It's very high in antioxidants, which is what keeps cells healthy and living longer. That's in here, chaga mushrooms, magic, really masterful, very effective herbal supplement in order to maintain immunity. And as well, there's also reishi mushroom in here. Reishi mushroom is one of the most famous Chinese medicine herbs, and all of the herbal pharmacopoeia written about for 4,000 years as a longevity herb to promote respiratory health long term. Again, these are very, very health promoting, beneficial herbal medicine supplements that have been highly researched in Western medicine for that pharmacognosy. What are the chemical constituents of these herbs? What do they contain? How are they so health promoting? That's been in clinical research studies for many decades now. So we don't just have the anecdotal evidence of the 4,000 years in written word of Oriental medicine using these herbs to create better health in patients. We also have our Western medicine investigation into these powerful herbs that are used as the basis of all medications. So it can be as simple as adding this into your diet and lifestyle in some easy ways that I can share in other videos. This actually tastes pretty good. It's sweetened with monk fruit instead of sugar. So it does not have a high sugar content. Sugar causes inflammation, by the way, and that's what we want to avoid. We just talked about that earlier, being a danger and cause of disease. So it also has elderberry extract. Elderberry is a masterful antiviral herb as well. It's a berry, so there's a little bit of tartness taste to it that I actually enjoy. So the other thing that's in here that's very, very important, there's a few masterful, really most important fundamental vitamins for boosting immunity. Vitamin D is in dog, zinc, as well as NAC. NAC is a precursor to glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant that our body produces. That's the cornerstone, you could say, the cement foundation of our immune system. So this is really boosting immunity, which is very important. When we have strong immunity, strong gut function, then our body gets the nutrients out of our food. It can really repair our cells very, very, very well, keep us healthy. So other things you will see when you take an immune boosting, longevity, herb containing product like this, more mental clarity, more energy, a better mood. These are all residual side effects of our immune system being up, of our digestive function being up, of getting the right nutrients, that right wood and nails into the construction side of our own body, into our house. This is our house that we live in. If we put these good nutrients in, then we can grow a much better build, a much better house, grow a much better quality of life for us to enjoy. So I love to find simple products that will simplify all of the bottles you have here. Not all products are equal as far as we could buy many things, mushrooms separately. We could buy vitamins separately. We could buy the vitamin C that's in the Viru Shield separately, the zinc that's in multivitamins, the mushrooms separately. See, all of these are separate supplements here. We can buy each and every ingredient separately. There's so many things that we could take to promote our health. So many patients come to me and they ask me, you know, I've seen all of these things, I've read about all these recommendations. What can I do to simplify? And then I also want to help you. What is the most bang for the buck? What's the highest quality? Not all supplements are created equal. They're not equally absorbed by the body. They can have binders and fillers that are toxic to the body. You can buy a supplement if it's poor quality, only absorb 30% of what it says is the content on the label. So same with protein powders, not all are created equal. You can also do some plant-based protein powders. You can add something like the Viru Shield into a plant-based protein powder that has many, many more of these wonderful health-promoting vital nutrients from these masterful plants that will not only give you a healthy immune system, help you fight off disease, actually literally destroy the pathogens like the oregano oil does, for example, like the elderberry does, for example, as antiviral herbs, right? We're not only interested in surviving here, destroying disease, we are interested in living at peak performance. So we have better mental clarity, better mood, better energy, and we have healthy aging. And we can be very engaged, happy, and active in our lives, very fulfilled, doing what it is we were born to do, living our full potential with ease, with joy. And that's really what it's about here. So I work with my patients to consolidate, right? Do we need all of these separate supplements? How can we simplify? So one of the easiest ways to simplify, this is $1 a day. It's only $40. That's one example, right? Can you put one scoop of this in something that you drink? It could be a very health promoting smoothie. If you get a masterful protein powder, you can have a really serious breakfast in a cup on the go. If you do a protein powder that has a lot of punch to it with a lot of plant ingredients and mix it with something like the Viru Shield, for example, then maybe you need these other things less. Maybe you get A better multivitamin that's also made from plants gives you more phytonutrients that's better absorbed by the body. That's very comprehensive, you see. So this is what you can explore. How to make it easy and affordable for you. How can you start with just one start, just realizing you need more plants in your life, realizing you need more chlorophyll in your life, thinking about a simple way to get some of these really masterful, ultimate phytonutrient containing products in your life to support your immune system, support your healthy body regeneration, help you reduce inflammation that causes 60% of disease. When you have more plants, you're more alkaline, and that also reduces inflammation too. So as you'll see in continuing videos, I'll give you some more clues about how to live in a way that promotes your wellness, how to be in control in the driver's seat of your health, how to become your own medicine. So thank you so much for your time today. You can ask me any questions via email, Andrea Renee, LACANDREA, Renee RENEE, L is in Larry, A is in Apple, C is in cat, at gmail.com, and visit my website, AndreaRenee.com, as well to learn more, have more resources, understand how you can really show up for yourself and keep yourself healthy, living your highest potential at peak performance. So you have a great day today. Bye-bye.